my name is Bongai Mutema and I am a trainee solicitor. Thank you, Chris, for giving me an opportunity to share my experiences and to share my career journey. Today I'm going to talk about 5 lessons that I've learned throughout my journey so far. Number 1, I've had to learn the importance of adapting to a new environment. I say this because I was born and raised in Zimbabwe. I did my law degree in South Africa and I moved to the UK. When I moved to the UK, it was a new experience. I had to adjust, I had to adapt, I had to meet new people, I had to know people, I had to make new friends. I had to put myself forward, and that was really important because in that new experiences came, new opportunities came, which leads me to number 2, the importance of work experience. I know it's always the theme when it comes to a career in law, but I actually did a work experience for 2 weeks in a law firm, and it opened up my eyes. It made me think I could do it. It made me think that there was no goal that was too hard to reach. I had the opportunity to brush shoulders with solicitors, to hear their stories, how they got to where they are. It was really, really encouraging and it boosted my confidence. From that opportunity, I was actually offered a role as a paralegal, which has been a great foundation for my career. Number 3, I had to be willing to make sacrifices. I remember when I was working as a paralegal thinking, well, I need to do the GDL, I need to do the LPC, but had to ask myself questions. How am I going to pay for that? How am I going to afford it? So I actually had to leave that job, move back home in the southwest of England with my parents, find a part-time job, study full-time, and it wasn't easy. Pay for my tuition. That was really difficult, and I still remember those times as very difficult times, trying to balance work and work and study. But anyway, I had to do it, and sometimes you will just have to brace yourself and do the hard things. And that leads me to number 4. Number 4, I had to learn that I wasn't my grades. I am not my grades. There was a time when I didn't do so well in my exams. I was struggling to balance work and studies, and my work, unfortunately, my studies suffered for that semester. But I remember a friend of mine saying to me, "You're not your grades. There are other qualities and other factors that actually make you a great solicitor, or will make you a great solicitor." He actually shared with me a few things that he felt I was strong at, and I was thinking, wow. So there is more. There's more to me. There's more to you than just your grades. And which leads me to number 5, perseverance. The most important lesson I learned, throughout this whole journey, I had to persevere. I had to tell myself that giving up was not an option. And I remember always thinking to myself, if I give up, I will never know what it feels like to have a training contract. If I give up, I'll never know what it feels like to be a solicitor. And I remember applying for different jobs, applying for training contracts, not getting anything, feeling discouraged, feeling hopeless. But finally, I need to highlight, I went to an interview and I did so well. I was so convinced that I'd done well. I came back home, I even told my parents, I thought, this job, I said, Mom and Dad, this job is my job. But when I got the call that I didn't get the job, I was so shocked and I was so surprised. But I asked them, I said, what can I do? What did I do wrong? Or what can I do differently? Can you please give me some feedback? And they simply said, well, you did well. There's nothing that you did wrong. There's nothing we can suggest. You were just not the preferred candidate. It really, really broke me. I really, really felt so disappointed, because at that point I thought, so what else should I do? What else can be done? But to be honest, I didn't give up. I still applied. I still made sure I made those applications. And one day I did get that call that I had been offered a training contract. So eventually it did happen. And that's what I learned. Perseverance will eventually pay. So I hope this video encourages someone. I hope that it is useful to some of you out there. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you, Chris.